I'm glad to welcome you to the GB Cars Problems channel. Today, we are diving into the Peugeot 2008 first generation, produced from 2013 to 2019. This compact crossover caught the eye of many UK drivers with its stylish French design and versatile appeal. It blends the practicality of a small SUV with the agility of a hatchback, making it a popular choice for city dwellers and families alike. One of the standout features is its range of efficient engines, including petrol and diesel options that deliver solid fuel economy. For instance, the 1.2-litre PureTech petrol engine can achieve around 15 km per litre in mixed driving. However, not everything is smooth sailing, as we will explore the common breakdowns that have frustrated owners over the years. Let us start with the most frequently reported issues, beginning with turbo failures, especially in the diesel variants. The 1.6-litre EHDI engine is prone to turbocharger problems, often due to oil starvation or carbon buildup. Owners have reported sudden loss of power on motorways, leading to costly repairs that can exceed £1,000 at a dealership. On the positive side, when the turbo is functioning well, it provides a peppy drive with good torque for overtaking. The car's raised ride height also offers better visibility and handling on uneven UK roads. Nevertheless, ignoring early warning signs like unusual whistling noises can lead to complete turbo failure, stranding you at the worst possible moment. Electrical faults are another headache that plagues this model, ranking high among owner complaints. Faulty wiring in the dashboard and lighting systems can cause intermittent failures, such as dashboard lights flickering or the infotainment screen going blank. These issues often stem from poor connections or water ingress, particularly in rainy British weather. That said, the Peugeot 2008 boasts a user-friendly interior with intuitive controls once everything is working. Many appreciate the spacious boot, offering up to 360 litres of storage. Still, diagnosing electrical gremlins might require specialist tools, pushing repair bills towards £500 or more. Suspension woes come up often, with front struts and bushings wearing out prematurely on pothole-ridden UK streets. Drivers report clunking noises over bumps, which can compromise ride comfort and safety. Replacement parts are reasonably priced, around £200, but labour adds up quickly. Positively, the car's lightweight construction contributes to nimble handling, making it fun to drive on twisty country lanes. It also earned a 5-star Euro NCAP safety rating, giving peace of mind for family use. However, if you frequently tackle rough terrain, expect to visit the mechanic more often than with sturdier rivals. Timing chain problems affect some petrol engines, leading to rattling sounds and potential engine damage if not addressed. This is more common in higher mileage examples, say over 100,000 kilometers. Repairs can be invasive, costing upwards of £800, including labor. On the brighter side, the 2008's compact size makes parking in tight London spots a breeze. Its optional grip control system enhances traction on slippery surfaces, a boon during UK winters. Yet skipping regular oil changes exacerbates timing chain stretch, so maintenance is key. Fuel system glitches, particularly in diesels, include injector failures that cause rough idling and poor performance. Contaminated fuel or clogged filters are usual culprits, especially with supermarket diesel. Fixing this might set you back £300 to £500 per injector. Conversely, the car's low running costs shine through with affordable insurance groups, often around Group 10 for base models. It is also praised for its comfortable seating on long journeys, but persistent fuel issues can lead to breakdowns, eroding that reliability factor. Transmission troubles occasionally surface, with manual gearboxes feeling notchy and automatics hesitating during shifts. The 6-speed manual is generally robust, but clutch wear is accelerated in stop-start city traffic. A full clutch replacement could cost £600. What owners love is the 2008's distinctive styling, with LED daytime running lights adding a premium touch. It handles well for its class, offering a balanced ride. Despite this, gearbox problems can make urban driving less enjoyable. Brake system wear is faster than average, with pads and discs needing replacement every 40,000 kilometers or so. Squeaking brakes are a common gripe, often due to dust buildup. Budget about £200 for a front set at an independent garage. The upside is the car's responsive steering, which feels engaging on open roads. Safety features like multiple airbags and stability control add value. However, neglecting brake maintenance risks safety, especially on wet UK motorways. Interior quality has drawn criticism, with plastic scratching easily and trim pieces coming loose over time. Rattles from the dashboard are reported after a few years of ownership. While not catastrophic, it detracts from the premium feel Peugeot aimed for. Positively, the cabin is roomy for 4 adults, with good headroom in the rear. Fuel efficiency remains a strong suit, helping keep costs down at around £5 per 100 kilometers for petrol models. Still, build quality issues can make the car feel less refined than competitors. Exhaust gas recirculation valve failures in diesels lead to increased emissions and check engine lights. This is tied to the car's eco-friendly design but often requires cleaning or replacement, costing £400. It is a recurring theme in Peugeot's diesel lineup. On the good side, the 2008 offers a panoramic glass roof option, brightening up the interior on gloomy days. Its compact crossover stance appeals to those wanting SUV looks without the bulk. Yet EGR problems can fail MOT tests, adding unexpected expenses. Battery drain from faulty alternators or parasitic drawers is another electrical niggle. Owners wake up to flat batteries, sometimes traced to malfunctioning modules. A new battery and diagnostics might run to £200. The car's tech, like the touchscreen interface, is ahead of its time for the era, integrating navigation smoothly. It also has low depreciation, with used examples holding value around £5,000 to £10,000 depending on condition. However, repeated electrical drains test patience. Cooling system leaks from radiators or hoses cause overheating, particularly in summer traffic. This is more prevalent in higher mileage cars over 80,000 kilometers. Repairs are straightforward, but can cost £300 if the thermostat is involved. What stands out positively is the variety of trims, from basic access to luxurious allure, catering to different budgets. The diesel engines provide excellent range, up to 900 kilometers per tank. Despite this, cooling issues can lead to roadside recoveries. Tire wear is uneven, often due to alignment problems from the factory. Front tires may need replacing every 30,000 kilometers, adding to running costs. Alignment checks at a garage cost about £50. The 2008's agility makes it ideal for zipping through traffic, with a tight turning circle. It is also relatively quiet on the motorway, reducing fatigue. But inconsistent tire life means budgeting for frequent replacements. Oil consumption in some petrol engines is higher than expected, requiring top-ups between services. This can indicate worn piston rings, leading to more serious issues. Monitoring levels is crucial to avoid engine damage. Positively, servicing intervals are generous at 20,000 kilometers, keeping maintenance straightforward. The car scores well in owner satisfaction surveys for its fun factor. However, excessive oil use signals potential long-term reliability concerns. Air conditioning failures, with compressors seizing up, leave you sweating in heat waves. Refrigerant leaks are common, and regassing costs £100, but a full compressor swap hits £500. It is a frustration in the UK's variable climate. The interior's ergonomic design with a small steering wheel enhances the driving position for many. Boot versatility, with split folding seats, adapts to shopping or weekends away. Still, AC woes diminish comfort on longer trips. In conclusion, the Peugeot 2008 first generation is a charming crossover with efficient engines, stylish looks, and urban practicality. But it is let down by turbo failures, electrical faults, and other reliability niggles that can rack up bills. It suits budget-conscious drivers who prioritize fun handling and low fuel costs over bulletproof dependability, perhaps young professionals or small families doing mostly city miles. If you are handy with maintenance or buy a well-serviced example, it could be a rewarding choice, but those seeking hassle-free ownership might look elsewhere. And if you own this automotive masterpiece, please describe the problems you encountered while driving it. Perhaps your review will help viewers when choosing a car. That's all I have for now. Thank you all very much for your attention. I'd be very grateful if you subscribe to the channel. See you soon.